So you want to create an AI agent for financial planning and analysis and finance. Well, in this video, I will show you two methods that you can do exactly that. One with a little bit of code, and the second one with no code. Now, I want to be this video super practical for you. At first, I will introduce you what is an AI agent and typical use cases of AI agents for finance. But if you want to skip that part and go directly to the methods, I will be leaving you below the chapters so you can go directly where you want to go. Perfect. So now for those who stay, let's do the introduction. Now, I was reading this report by LangChain, and it seems that many companies are already having AI agents in production. Around 51.1% of the people that were interviewed here. And up to 78% are currently developing AI agents. But first, what exactly is an AI agent? So if we go a little bit above in this same research, in LangChain, they define an AI agent as a system that uses a large language model, so think ChatGPT, to decide the control flow of an application. Now, it's very similar to having an AI assistant that can act and control things for you, and that it's powered by the large language model to decide how to act. Now, in here, in this same research, they also mention that there are different type of capabilities that an AI agent can have. And I really like this chart, so I wanted to show you. There's a level of autonomy on these large language model applications. I have shown you in my previous videos how you can get, let's say, code out of ChatGPT. So that action will be way more human driven. You will be deciding the output of the step, which steps to take, and also which steps are available to take. But as you can see here, the more you go to an AI agent type of system, then the machine or the LLM would be more autonomous and could be deciding these steps for us. Now, in finance, there are several use cases that we can have for AI agents. It really depends on what are the topics and tasks that you can do and that you are doing on an everyday basis. And then you need to think about which tasks you would want the AI agent to perform. Now, how to create your first AI agent for FP&A. Now, I want to show you very quickly how this AI agent look like, and then I'll be explaining how you can create your own. Now, I did two AI agents for us. The first one is detecting revenue over time and then spotting anomalies, first visually for us, so having these little dots in there. And then one of the best parts that is powered by these large language models is that based on the anomalies in the revenue data, the following analysis and recommendations are provided. So it gives us already some description of the anomalies, potential reasons, impact, and actionable recommendations. All of this was created by the large language model. Now, a second use case that I prepared here for you is to do a forecast of revenue. So again, I'll be explaining a little bit on how I did it, but in here you can see that it's all the actuals, then having the forecast of revenue there, and then below you can see already the FP&A commentary. So a little bit of analysis on the revenue trends, some potential risks and opportunities, and actionable commentary for, let's say, a board level presentation. Now, this is the first way of doing AI agents. and this is with code, as you can see. So how exactly did I create this, and how you can do your own AI agent? The first thing that you need to understand for this is that we will be using Google Colab, Python, Groq Cloud, and data. Now, Google Colab, I will leave you a link below as well to understand all of the basics, but it's basically like Google Docs, but for programming. Think it's like a place that you do not need to download anything to your computer. You do not need a powerful computer, but you can run powerful code. It's from Google, and there are other alternatives if you prefer Microsoft products like Visual Studio, or you can even run Python code now in Excel. But for this demo, we'll be using Google Colab. It's very user friendly and it's very easy to use. So once that you go into the website of Google Colab, then you only need to do file and then new, and you will open a new notebook. So think like a new file in Excel. In there, you can add your data set in here. So you can go to files and then upload to session storage and add your data. So for example, in here, I added the first data set that was the FP&A data with anomalies. So this one. And then I have that data available in Google Colab. Now, the second thing that you will be needing for this is Python. So Python is a programming language. Again, I will be leaving you some links below so that you can understand a little bit more about Python that I have done in my previous videos. But think that it's a programming language that, again, it's very simple to read and use because it's high level, meaning that it's a little bit more towards English rather than machine that is like low level. So you could be able already to read certain things on the Python code. Like for example, here we're doing data to use PD, that is the pandas that we are naming in here, the library, and then reading an Excel file. So read Excel, and then giving it the file path. So even if you do not know anything about code, you could more or less understand what this is doing. On top of that, in Python, everything that goes in front of a hashtag or a pound key, like this one, it's a comment, a commentary. So instead of being this for the machine to read the code, it's for humans to read the code. So all of the code is already having a commentary, like load the dataset, like this commentary, you write it, or convert the date column to data and format, to the revenue data, and so on and so on. Now, the third thing that you will be needing is Groq Cloud. Now, for that, I'll give you the link as well, but basically you need to get an API key, which is free. You do an account, then create API key, and then you can put name in there to test API and click submit, and then you will have your API key. Now, the reason we're using Groq Cloud, one is because it's entirely free, so again, very simple to use. But at the same time, as you can see here, right now, Groq Cloud already supports all of these models. So models from Hugging Face, that is open source, models from Google, like the HEMA model, a lot of models from Meta, that is the one that we're using, Llama, Mistral, and even OpenAI. With that API key, you just need to add it to Google Colab, and then you will be able to use all of these models. Now, they even give you already the code in here to use the API key, but I'm also giving it to you in here. So the first thing that you need to do is to run this cell and installing the Groq library into this environment of Google Colab that I have done already. It took 4 seconds. Then I'm adding my API key in here. It looks something like GSK and then a bunch of letters. Now I'll give you this code so you can use it as well. And you do need to replace your API key in this second cell, the one that is hidden right now. Now, the third part is to actually run the Python code to get the graphics that I showed you. Now, what can you change in here? So the first part is basically you need to change it to load your data set. You just need to use, you can use the same data that I'm using, or you can use your own data set. So if you change the file path, the file name, you need to change it in here as well. I'll put a commentary for you already. Change if needed. If you are using a different path or file. Now, the part here below, do not change it, is basically just creating the first graphs. Now, in here, where I put AI integration, that's where it's getting the API key that you set up in the second step, the one that is hidden right now. And then the one that you can change as well is either the role of the AI agent. So right now I'm giving the AI agent the role of an FP&A analyst skilled in anomaly detection and financial commentary. You can change this if you like. And then you can also change the prompt to that AI agent, which again, I'm typing here that the revenue data contains anomalies as described below in this anomaly summary, and then please provide your FP&A analysis and recommendations. Now, this part you can also change in case you don't want a recommendation, for example, in case that you want more like risk and opportunities, things like that, you can add it in here. And the third thing that you can change as well is the model. So again, I'm using right now the Llama model from Groq, but you can choose one of the other models and test a bunch of them as well to see which one will perform better. I'll be doing that on a future video as well. Now, in here then, you just play the code and then you will get this result. In the forecasting agent, it's very similar, so you can change as well. The API key will be the same, but you can change either the role that you are giving the AI agent or the prompt that you are giving the AI agent as well. And then you will get, again, different commentary if you change the prompt or the AI agent role. So this is the first method. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about this? And also, please tell me if you have any other examples that you would want me to do in a future video. Now, I told you that there are two options. The second option is way simpler, but it has a little bit less capabilities. And it's using a website called Relevance AI. Now, similar, I will just show you how it looks like and then how you can create your own. So in here, I have created an AI agent that is called Equity AI that is just getting different data sets and different data from public companies like Apple. So I'm telling it get the balance sheet from Apple, and it gives me the highlights and so on. Now from Tesla, and so on and so on. Now, this is how the AI agent looks like, and you can basically add it. Great now for Microsoft. So you can prompt it in here, then you will see that the AI agent is working, the Equity AI, and then it will be replying us. Now, how do you do your own AI agent? So the first thing is that you do need an Relevance AI account. Now, in this case, I'll just go back in here and I'll show you. So right now I have a couple of AI agents here, like commentary agent, data visualizer, the Equity AI that I showed you. But then basically, what you need to do is once that you have set up Relevance AI, your account, then you can go to either import, and then you can import the AI agents that other people are using, or do plus new AI agents. So if we do plus, then this will appear. Now, in here, there are a couple of things that you can do. The simplest thing, let's say revenue new analyzer for FP&A tips. You can change the name, you can change also the profile image if you would want, and you can change the description. So this one is the important one. You describe what this AI agent does. So it analyzes for FP&A teams. It asks questions to the user and then analyze the data. So you can change the description, and the one that is important is that you can also integrate it with different things like Outlook, Gmail, Google Calendar, and so on and so on. So if you would want in here that it will receive an email, let's say, and then do something, then you do need to integrate it with that, for example. Now, there are a couple of things as well that you can do here below. So core instructions. In here, again, you would do similar to the description, but what you can with more detail. So right now, just for testing purposes, we're putting the same thing, but again, you can describe how it should work. And the one that I really like is the flow builder. Now, this one, it's a little bit trickier to set up at first, but then it will work quite well. One tip and advice is that you can use normal ChatGPT or another LLM to help you build up these steps. So you can tell ChatGPT that you want instructions for an AI agent that analyzes revenue and so on, and that give me step by step, and then you copy paste each of the steps in here. Now, on top of that, you can also do, again, connected resources like abilities, tools, or even sub agents. And this one is quite good because then you can use an AI agent, like an orchestrator, to then give tasks to the other agents that you have created. This one, let's say, again, on the tools, calculate category statistics in dataset and so on. You just click add, and then the AI agent will have that tool. And also an important one is that you can add metadata. So that's data that you want your AI agent to extract autonomously. Now, after you are happy with all of these configurations, you just click confirm, and you will have your AI agent. Now, the main thing in here is that, again, you can type different things to your AI agent, and then it will be responding. That whenever you are setting up your AI agents, it's a lot of testing. And then, for example, right now, it is doing what we tell it to do. So like the user is prompting that they want help to analyze the revenue, and then it asking questions about it. And then from there, then it can help a bit more. Now, if you would not be liking, let's say, this response, or you would want to change something of the AI agent, then you would go to all the way to the top, right? Edit agent, and then you can edit again the description, the name, or the instructions and the flow builder, and then click Save Changes. Now, this is the second way that you can create AI agents. Again, please tell me in the comment section below, what do you think about this second way? And if you want me to show you more examples on how to use this second way of creating AI agents. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That will really help me. And please tell me in the comments if you would want me to demonstrate any other use cases for AI agents, or also Python, Excel, and data analytics for finance and FP&A. Thank you, and see you next time.